What's up, family? Yo, I'm gonna play this video. Barack Obama has a message to black people. Well, Americans in general, but especially black people, because they're finally seeing that they're losing the black vote more and more and more, which is a good thing. And I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I'm neither. You know, I took myself out of that paradigm years ago. But it's kind of good, man, to see black people waking up on that, because man, these Democrats, man, it's like, and I live in a Democrat state. I could tell you firsthand the high homelessness rate out here and everything else, and the majority of the homeless people out here are black people, and we're talking about a Democrat state. So black people finally waking up. Shout out to my brothers and sisters in Chicago. You know, you guys have definitely stood up, fought back. I wish my brothers and sisters in LA would have done that, but a lot of us didn't, and started pushing this black and brown bullshit, which is exactly what it was. And now look what happened to black people in LA now. It's like totally been pushed out. So I think that was our biggest downfall. Black people's biggest downfall in California was going along with that instead of coming together collectively and uniting and putting our resources together and doing what we need to do to survive, instead of going along with that false you know black and brown thing that all that has done was just undermine us collectively. So, but anyway, you got Barack Obama running his mouth, crawled from up under his rock, done absolutely nothing for black people, but has done absolutely everything for everyone else. So now this man is complaining about people not having trust in the system, mainstream media, and politicians and stuff like that. So get into that, man. I'm gonna play a little bit. This is from the Diaspora News Channel. Shout out to Phil and the whole Diaspora News Channel. But yeah, they scared, man. They see black people have woken up, and that's a good thing, man. That is beautiful. I'm so glad to see that. So we gonna get into it. Barack Obama talking about how it's dangerous for people to not have trust in the system and in mainstream media. So I'm gonna let my man Phil break it down and play it.
The institutions that, if we lose trust in them, right? But let's go ahead and roll that, and we're going to take our time with this, because Barack Obama and how he's talking is sounding kind of sinister here.
Understand, it's not necessary for people to believe this information in order to weaken democratic institutions. You just have to flood a country's public square with enough raw sewage. You just have to raise enough questions, spread enough dirt, plant enough conspiracy theorizing that citizens no longer know what to believe. Once they lose trust in their leaders, in mainstream media,
So Barack Obama, ask yourself this, my man. Why have people lost trust? That's the key question. Why have the Democrats have laws are losing the black vote more and more every month? Ask yourself that. Why is that happening? Why is that going on? Well, because you can only lie to people for so long and so much that eventually people are gonna find out the truth and call you on your BS. And this is what's happening. Like, all credibility is gone. You guys have no credibility. Your credibility is down the toilet. I'm talking about mainstream media, and I'm talking about the Democrats and even the Republicans. I'm talking about the political system in general, but especially the Democrats, because that's the party that majority of my people will run out and vote for, and constantly would get nothing out of it. So ask yourself why there is no trust. But I think I come on, man. You guys, you know deep down you know why. You know why.
Political institutions in each other, in the possibility of truth. The game's won.
Yeah, so that was Barack Obama, and that was very interesting, when he talks about
Yeah, so my goodness. These people, man. These people think we're stupid, man. They think we're stupid.
was very interesting,
It's a little ad I had
when
to
he
get through.
talks about the sewage you're putting out there. So he's describing people who's speaking up against these institutions he's talking about. We won't go through it as sewage and conspiracy theorizing. See, the issue that he has right now is that people have awakened. People woke up. People have.
Facts. Facts. Even some of the most dumbed down people, and I don't mean that in a negative way, die hard, just pro Democrat, pro leftist. Even they are like saying like, what the hell is going on? Like, really, this is what I voted for. This is what I put in office. I'm contributing to my own demise, my own downfall. So you even have a lot of these left wing, whatever you call it, man. Like, I don't follow this shit. Like I said, I took myself out of the whole political shit. But I live around these people. I live in California. Even a lot of them are starting to be like, yo, I guess I'll go independent. I'm not voting for this no more. So that's what I'm saying. This the main reason. This is the reason why the Democrats are in big trouble, man. Not only are they gonna lose the presidency, but I think they're gonna lose a lot of seats in the Senate. They're gonna lose a lot of seats in Congress, man. Plus, you already have some of them retiring right now. Like 20 some Democrats are retiring. So they're you can pretty much stick a fork in them, man. They're done.
Woke up to, let's talk about the first pillar he's talking about. When they lose trust in their leaders. Sir, the reason why people have lost trust in their leaders, politicians, preachers, teachers in schools, police, you name it, right? Is because all those entities are corrupt and they have proven themselves not to be righteous. At one point in time in this country, you could look at a preacher and you say, hey, Rev, you knew he was going to always do the right thing because he was supposed to be a man of God. in the church house allow everything in there that should not be going on. The preacher is a lackey for the Democrat Party. We know this. That's why you see a number of Democrat politicians coming in the church. But a 501c3, you don't supposed to be promoting politics, according to what it says on the IRS website. The preachers have been sleeping with people's wives.
What's up, family? Hope y'all enjoyed that clip. That was from the Diaspora News Channel. Thought it was a very interesting video with Barack Obama clearly upset that people are losing faith in the whole mainstream media and the political system that has done absolutely nothing but undermine black people, target black people, destroy black people. So, it kills me that this dude just crawls from up under his rock. Like, I'm like, who even listens to Barack Obama? For real. Nobody pays attention to this guy. At this point, he's just irrelevant. But anyway, I want to jump into this article right here. Some black men lose faith in Biden Democrats in 2024. Well, I think it's more than some. I think it's quite a few. So let's jump into this article. I'm going to read some of this. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Washington, August 1st. Hold on 1 minute. Okay, yeah. Oh, see, okay. Got the little zoom in thing right here. Gonna give me a microphone too, so I got that on the list. I got that coming through Amazon, so that way, you know, kind of have a little bit more professional sound. Bednar Rickonen, a 28-year-old in the key voting state of Georgia, is among the millions of black voters who helped deliver President Joe Biden. Wow, okay. Joe Biden, the White House in 2020. Three years later, he is one of the voters who Democrats fear could cost Biden a second term in 2024. Disappointed by what he sees as Democrats lurch to the left, free spending and empty promises, but also turned off by far-right Republicans, McConnell says he sees nothing but bad options at the ballot box next year. Shit, they all bad, huh? But I ain't gonna even lie, man. At this point, I would rather see Biden. I would rather see Trump in office over Biden if I absolutely had to choose and pick. If somebody was to ask me, because, you know, anyway, that's a whole another thing. Disappointed by what he sees as Democrats turn to the left, already read that, free spending and empty promises, but also turned off by far-right Republican, McConnell says he sees nothing but bad options at the ballot box next year. What I'm noticing across the Democratic Party right now is there's a lot of pandering to the black community, said McConnell. Well, they always gonna do that. A lot of pandering, get our vote, and we get nothing in return. And black people finally waking up and putting their foot down and saying no, which is a good thing. I love seeing that. Every other group does it. Why not us? What I'm noticing across the Democratic Party right now is there's a lot of pandering to the black community, said McConnell, who plans to attend business school after a career in the military. it seems like they do a lot to try to make it seem like they are the party for young black men or are black men as a whole, but they don't back it with anything. Facts. Absolutely. Just empty rhetoric, smoke and screen, just bullshit. They don't follow through, he said. Never have. They never fell through. But they fall through with other people. Gave the Asian people a crime bill, a hate crime bill. So have done a lot for illegal immigrants. Have done stuff for the rainbow community. They've done everything except for black people. And black people finally put their foot down and has finally waken up. I wish it would have been sooner. Long the most loyal Democratic constituency, black voters played a large role in rescuing Biden's struggling 2022 presidential campaign, which is sad. In the South Carolina primary and sending him to the White House with Democrats in control of the state, thanks to further success in Georgia. So you put a man in the White House that's clearly a bigot, clearly anti-black, 100% behind the crime bill that has put record numbers of black people, incarcerated, mass incarceration. This man was behind that, of black men, black people. But wow, man, we actually ran out and put this dude in office. People like myself, people like others who tried to warn black people, like, yo, don't vote for this dude. Do your research. Look up the crime bill. We got ridiculed, talked down on. I mean, look at Ice Cube. He's a prime example of that. Look at what black people did to Ice Cube, especially black women. So, nothing against black women, but black women did dog Cube out when Cube came with his plan for black America. A lot of leftist black women, liberal black women I've seen it, man, on talk shows, ganging up on the brother. I'm like, damn, like, shit, we really are, I guess we are, I guess we are suffering from Stockholm Syndrome. To go that far out and just act that crazy over a black man's presentation and coming with truth and facts and things that could possibly help us and what we should do. And some black people had issues with that, man. Sad. Long the most loyal Democratic constituency, black voters played a large role in rescuing Biden's struggling 2022 presidential campaign in the South Carolina primary and sending him to the White House with Democrats in control of the Senate. Damn. Put them down. Ooh, I just gotta shake my head, man. Thanks to further success in Georgia. In return, many black voters suspected Biden and Democrats to push new federal protections against restrictive local voting laws, policy, and criminal justice reform, which they've done nothing, absolutely nothing. Like I said, just more lies to black people. Student loan debt relief and economic empowerment. Black people are worse off economically under Biden than they were up under Trump. That's a known fact. But, you didn't hear that from me. I'm sure you heard it from other people, though. Many of those many of those efforts have been blocked by Republicans leaving Biden to ask voters to let him finish this job with a second term, but with no clear path to get these things done. On the other hand, Democrats focus on LGBTQ. Oh yeah, heavily. Heavily. They love them some Rainbow Nation, boy, the Democrats. On the other hand, Democrats focus on LGBTQ and abortion, which absolutely we don't care nothing about as black people. Abortion rights leaves voters like McConnell feeling alienated. I'm probably getting turned away from the left just because the Democrats are turning more left in my books. He said, adding he wished Democrats spent more time on the economy. Well, they're destroying the economy. That's what they're doing. Hyperinflation, high grocery prices. Come on, do I even need to get into it? Do I need to continue on that? Polls and router Polis and Reuters interviews show young black voters and black men of all ages are losing their faith in Democrats. Biden and perhaps even the political process just 3 years after the U.S.'s biggest protest for racial justice and civil rights in a generation. The vast majority of the black voters, including men, are still expected to choose Biden over a Republican. But the question for Democrats is whether disillusioned black voters will turn out to the polls in large enough numbers in crucial cities from Philadelphia to Atlanta, Milwaukee, and Detroit to keep Biden in the White House. Nah, y'all, no. Biden needs to get out of the White House. Hell with keeping that dude in. He needs to be voted out. He needs to be taken out. And a lot of his Democrat people don't even want him in office. A lot of them want him out. A lot of Democrats want Biden out of office. And they want to bring in, Newsom, which is just as bad. Shit, or no, it's probably worse. Shit, look at California. It's a hellhole, man. We don't even need to get into that, which is the high crime rate up here, the high homeless rate. Democrats need to understand that there is a growing population, especially with black men who are reaching the point of being fed up with always being pushed over and looked over, said Leland Evans, 33, a political candidate for Nashville City Council. Democrats' failure to secure widespread student loan relief or legalize marijuana has been disappointing, Evans said, adding that Republicans' more aggressive approach when they have power means they are actually getting things done. Okay. Man, the Democrats are done. They're toast, man. They're done. They're done. And like I said, I'm not advocating to run out and vote red. I'm not telling you to vote Republican, but I'm just saying, man. Black people have been voting Democrat for, what is it, like 60-some years? Some around that much. And you gotta ask yourself, what specifically have they done for black people? They've done nothing. 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 And I don't want to hear you bring up the Republicans. I know I'm not talking about the Republicans. I'm talking about the Democrats who black people normally vote for. These people have done absolutely nothing. But they gave you the crime bill, though. You know, they gave you that. Black people, they gave you mass incarceration. They gave you that. You know what I'm saying? They gave you Planned Parenthoods on every corner. They gave you all that. So it's man. I'm so glad. I'm so glad black people are finally waking up, man, and just it's a beautiful thing. I love it. I love it, man. I love the fact black people are taking themselves out of the whole political system or political participation, man. You know, I think we need to come together as a collective, as black people, and just work together, man, and just, we've done it before. Historically, we've done it without Democrats or without Republicans. I mean, why can't we not do it again? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think it can be done. They might try to sabotage it because they're always trying to sabotage, black progress in this country. They got to keep black people down on the bottom, so, but still, we always rise through the ashes, man. That's one thing about us as black people. We always rise up out of the ashes. Not too many other groups can do that. You know what I'm just saying? We are a special type of people. Turnout drops. Self-identified black Americans make up 14.2% of the U.S. population, so they say. I'm kind of halfway don't believe that. I'm saying. But anyway, I'm digressing. Are 42.7 million people, a 30% jump from 2000. Pew Research shows these Americans are 5 years younger than the population as a whole, with an average age of 33, and Democrats earning their loyalty is crucial for the party to keep winning in Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Georgia, and to recapture districts in the South in the future. Okay, instead, the opposite is happening. Hallelujah to that. Black voter turnout dropped by nearly 10% points from 51.7% in the 2018 midterm elections to 42% in 2022, according to a Washington Post analyst of the U.S. Census Bureau survey released earlier this year. White voter turnout slipped by only 1.5 points to 53.4%. Wow. Okay, and as you can see right here, family, this is the charts right here. You might want to zoom in. That is something. Fewer black voters in the past election spell worry for the Biden 2024 mid. And as you see right here, presidential elections. Look how high it was for blacks right here, though. 2012 election, Obama elected. A pretty nice turnout, but as you come over here, wow, look at that drop. 2014. If that doesn't speak If that's not sending a message to the Democrats, man, I don't know what is. My goodness, that is a huge, huge drop. 2014 from 2012. And that's not even that big of a gap. That is something. All right, family, I'm going to shut it down right here. Let me know what you guys think, man. Are you happy that us as black people are finally saying, you know what, screw the whole political system? Because I've already been out of it. I've been out of it for years. I took myself out of that like decades ago, man. I said, well, what's the use in doing all this voting when my people are still suffering? So I took myself out of the whole political thing. So I don't even vote, and I definitely don't vote for Democrats because I live in California, and I've seen what they've done to the black communities out here in California. So why will I vote for a party, the Democrats, that are extremely anti-black? You know what I'm saying? Or even more, extremely anti-black male. Unless you're a black man from the Rainbow Nation, then oh shit, you get the red carpet treatment. You get treated with royalty if you're a black gay male. And you know, I'm not bashing them. It is what it is. The truth is the truth. But if you're a heterosexual male like myself, man, these Democrats look at you like the enemy. And all the black men that they had locked up through they mass incarceration with the crime bill that they were 100% behind. And yeah, there were some Republicans behind it too, but the Democrats were the main ones pushing that shit. So got to take that into consideration. I'm happy to see black people finally leaving the Democrat Party, man. You know, it's a good thing, and I don't advocate neither party because it's two wings on the same bird. Really is. And they both working for, you know, they both working for an agenda. And I think we all know what that agenda is. The big W, the big NWO, New World Order agenda, cashless society agenda. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll get into a little bit of that on my next video. So, take care, family. Let me know what you think, how you feel about black people finally waking up, taking themselves out of the whole political back and forth political paradigm thing. I love it. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace and Happy New Year.